Day 18 of the 27-day mobility challenge here at the Reprogram, and we are coming to an end of the upper body prerequisites in this challenge. These screening tools to assess healthy joint passive range of motion before doing anything, whether it's embarking on a training program, day-to-day chores, basic physical activity, whatever. And today we are moving on with external rotation. Yesterday we did internal rotation, today it's external rotation. Okay, and the symptoms or the injuries associated with the lack of this are pretty much the same. So we're looking at sub-acromial shoulder impingement, rotator-cuff strains and tears, neck tension, chronic neck pain, or imbalance in the neck. And then also we're looking at things like golfer's elbow, because if I'm missing that external rotation, I have to supinate the wrist. And then if I was playing a game of tennis and I can't get that external rotation to allow that range, I'm going to try and twist the wrist to get it. And then obviously over time, more and more, it's going to aggravate that medial epicondyle, and we're going to get medial epicondylitis from the wrist flexors being under strain, overworked. And that's golfer's elbow, okay? So the test we're going to do today is a modified version of the anterior capsule test, and you will need a broomstick or a wooden dowel again, the trusty wooden dowel, and I will show you that now. All right, this is the modified version of the anterior capsule test, or a shoulder external rotation assessment test. That's what it is. What you'll need is a wooden dowel or a broomstick or a piece of pipe so that you can leverage your shoulder. Traditionally, you go to a physical therapist, you lie on your back, and they perform the same test as you did yesterday, just testing that range of motion arc in that medial plane and seeing how many degrees outside the body you can rotate. Okay, so this is why you need one of these. Now, usually I'll perform this standing up. It feels a lot more stable. Just for demonstration purposes and in camera view, I am on my knees, but do it standing up, okay? So this is how it goes. You take the dowel and you're testing this arm, okay? So the dowel goes behind the elbow, all right? And make sure that when you grab the stick, the elbow is exactly the same height as the shoulder. It doesn't be dropped, doesn't be too high. Keep the elbow and shoulder in line with each other. And from here, in this frontal plane, you are basically going to look for just about 45, or ideally a bit past, degrees range of motion from the midline. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Again, it's passive range of motion. I'm not activating anything. I'm just pulling, I'm leveraging my arm into external rotation, and that would be a pass. 45 or more, around 45, 50 degrees of external range of motion. Okay, really important. A necessary range of motion to have. Okay, that's what a pass looks like. Now, a fail or compensation patterns would look like this. As you're trying it, you turn and you twist. All right, so you're twisting the body, and it will allow you to realize what possible movements, if you are lacking external range of motion, how you're compensating to complete that movement. All right, so that if you're missing this, the next thing to go would be the lower back, or some overflexion in the lateral spine here, or even so you might drop the shoulder, or even if it's overhead particularly, and we're missing that external rotation, a common pattern is that the elbows flare out. So if I'm performing like a pike press or an overhead press in this frontal plane here, what happens is I can't keep my arms straight to keep those forearms straight. So if I'm missing external rotation, this happens. This turns out, and then all of a sudden it comes off the emphasis of the anterior deltoid here, and it goes into this kind of an upper chest driven press. And more of a bit more anterior deltoids, but not so focused. So particularly if you're trying to build that overhead strength, external rotation in the arms is really, really important to maintain that frontal line. So particularly any guys trying to get their handstand push-up or their handstand press, that is really important. And even their pike press. Pike presses done properly are, well, reasonably hard. They're not massively hard, but they're definitely not easy. I would call a pike press, and particularly a deficit pike press, quite an advanced or an intermediate movement. It is not a beginning movement at all, done properly. Okay, so that is the anterior or the shoulder external range of motion test. Thanks for watching. If you like what you're hearing and you like what I do, check us out at www.thereprogramonline.com. See you tomorrow. Check this out.
Hi there, I'm Andrew Graham, founder of the Reprogram Online, and if you're here, it's likely because you are feeling the frustration of a body that just isn't performing the way it used to. Maybe it's a nagging joint pain, the frequent injuries, or the simple truth that despite all your efforts, you're not seeing the results you desire. As a busy professional, I understand how valuable your time is. You want a body that not only performs well, but one that you can enjoy and that you know is capable of handling whatever life throws your way. Yet, finding the right path in today's fitness industry is like navigating an untamed jungle of misinformation, quick fixes, and empty promises, often leaving you frustrated or worse. That's why I created the Reprogram, a comprehensive training system designed to not only build a strong athletic physique, but to do it in a way that prioritizes injury prevention, joint health, and longevity. By merging concepts from physical therapy and strength and conditioning, the Reprogram targets and alleviates the very issues that are keeping you from moving forward. Starting with our free mobility assessment, we will identify these issues, as well as your potential risk of injury, and design your training program based on your results. You see, many people think they need more, but often what they really need is better. It's not about lifting the heaviest weight or doing endless reps. It's about focusing on what truly matters so that you can build a body that's not only aesthetic, but resilient. A body that works with you, not against you. The Reprogram is built for men who understand that their body is their most valuable asset and who refuse to let joint pain and past injury dictate their future. Using the 3-stage training system, you'll regain your mobility, correct muscle imbalances, and improve your posture, all with minimal equipment. I mean, imagine a life where you're not just managing pain, but actually eliminating it and getting stronger every day. Believe me, I understand the frustration of trying to stay active when your body seems to resist every step. But with the right approach, that frustration can quickly turn into fuel for change. The Reprogram is designed to respect your time and deliver results in a way that actually teaches you about your body. So, are you ready to break the cycle and unlock your potential? Then I invite you to start your journey today. Remember, this is about you, investing in your future, your health, your quality of life. Click the Get Started button to begin your free mobility assessment. I'm Andrew Graham, and I'm here to help you banish pain, optimize mobility, and unleash strength one step at a time. Let's get started.